Oh, oh, I'm sad to see you happier with her, to see you happier. It hurts to know how bad I need you now that I am sad to see you happier.
Hi, I'm Sio, and today I will be chatting with Olivia Lunny, Canadian singer and future star.
Thanks, such a nice intro. It's so great to chat.
Hi, Olivia, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Everything's fine on my end.
That's good.
Do you remember how you felt the day you premiered your first EP?
Yes, I remember I was so excited to get a body of work out into the world that was more than just one song. Because I think EPs and albums, it's great to really kind of encapsulate you as an artist.
What do you think you will feel now with your first album coming up?
I think I'll definitely feel some of the same emotions, but even elevated even more because it's my debut album. So it's and I think it's even better, and I'm just really excited and proud of all this new music.
Why was your single Sad to See You Happy the chosen one to be the first from your new album?
Good question. I mean, it's always so hard to choose. It's like choosing a favorite child, but this song was, I think, the most fun and the most energetic, and it just felt right. It kind of chose itself. It was one of the first songs we wrote for the project, so we just kind of rolled with it.
What will it be that you remember the most from the video's production of Sad to See You Happy?
Ooh, that's hard. Definitely being able to wear so many incredible outfits. I've worked with a few stylists before, but I got to work with a very cool one in Los Angeles. So I'd have to say all the fun clothing.
Is your songwriting usually inspired in reality or is it more fictional?
I would say almost 80-20. So usually I write songs about my personal experience or things going on in the lives around me. But the other day I watched the movie, for example, and it inspired a song idea. So I'm slowly drawing inspiration from things in my environment.
If you could choose any artist in the world to sing a duet with for a next single or album of yours, who would you choose and why?
Ooh, that's so hard. I think I'd have to say probably Harry Styles or Ed Sheeran. I'm fans of both of them, and I think they're just both such amazing songwriters, and that would make for a very cool duet. But one day,
Yeah, one day. How much has your life changed since participating in the launch?
my life has definitely changed a lot since being on that show. I think it really did launch my career and put me in a space where I was able to connect with so many incredible musicians and industry folk, and it's really, yeah, it's been very life changing, and I'm super grateful for that show because of that.
How do you measure success? What do you have to reach in order to think that to yourself that you've made it?
It's a very good question. I think it's very easy to get caught up in the numbers as an artist, or people you're collaborating with, or comparison to others and their success. But ultimately, if you are happy and you feel like you're doing something that gives you purpose, and if it can also generate income for you to live, I think that is the epitome of success. Is just happiness and contentment.
What is your favorite thing then about being a singer? What is the most appealing to you if you were to become an internationally famous artist, for example?
I think for me, it's always been a songwriting process. For me, songwriting has just been with me since I was around 12 years old, and that's always how I get my emotions out, is by picking up a guitar and writing something. So definitely songwriting, but also just being able to meet so many other like-minded creatives has been really, really incredible for me.
When creating new music, what first comes to your mind? Melody or lyrics?
I'd have to say usually the lyrics, but sometimes both at the same time. So if I'm writing on guitar, for example, the lyrics come out as I'm playing chords. But if I'm in a co-writing session and someone else is playing the instrument, usually for me the lyrics come out.
How would you summarize your songwriting in your upcoming album?
I would say it's honest, it's super vulnerable, and it's also very fun. And up until this album, I hadn't actually written a super happy song. Usually it's like sad love songs, but I'm super excited that I have some really happy and fun and uplifting songs on this album.
What would you like your music to inspire to your future fans?
I think at the end of the day, I know the music I listen to, I always gravitate to music that makes me feel a certain way and that I resonate with. So if I can make music that make other people feel something, whether it's happy or whether it makes them want to cry and feel comforted, that is my goal, to make music that can become a soundtrack to people's lives, I guess.
So who would you say should listen to your songs?
Everyone. um, but I guess more specifically, I definitely write lots of emotional things in terms of relationships. So I guess anyone who's ever felt heartbreak or who's ever kind of needed a confidence boost, I got you, and you should listen to my stuff.
What would you say are or have been the favorite moments of your career so far?
Wow. So for sure, being on the launch was just an incredible experience, and that really obviously led me here. But I also had the opportunity to open for Lionel Richie in Toronto at Budweiser stage about 2 years ago. So that was definitely a huge highlight of my career so far.
And finally, what do you want to achieve in the long term as in the music industry?
I want to just keep making music, and I would love to, hopefully, if the world ever goes back to normal, just travel around the world and connect with people through music and concerts and all that fun stuff that we haven't had in a long time.
And maybe you can talk to us about something fun you've done or something nice that you're doing even in these trying times, because I know in Ghana you're having another lockdown. And yeah, besides singing, what else are you doing?
Yeah, so I've gotten into fitness so much, whether it's going on the Peloton, going for runs, doing virtual workouts. I've done so much of that. Gotten into meditation, which I never would have done before quarantine because I felt like I was just so busy all the time. So definitely meditation, and then cooking. I started cooking. So that's been really fun. So obviously it's been a crazy time, but I've been able to, I think, look inward and have a lot of fun with it.
Nice. It was nice meeting you, and good luck with your upcoming first album.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Have a good one.
Have a good day. Bye.